Well, Jimmy DiResta did it again. I'm inspired to try to do a stained glass window here, so I'm gonna do this, and I'll just come back when I got some progress. I guess I went and bought some glass and some tools at Hobby Lobby. So y'all wish me the best of luck. It's kind of fun just making shapes. So I'll be back. That's what we're trying to achieve. I don't know how I want it to sit when it's hanging, but I mean, very simple. Big pieces. It's my first try. Now we'll kind of play around with it more once I get better at it. I'm gonna go and get the glass out and I guess start just maybe make a duplicate one of these to where I can. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and rewatch this video and figure out how to do it. Woo! Maybe a little something like. Don't worry about that. That's me still being cheap because the glass broke where it wasn't supposed to. You ready? Ka-chow! I mean, we've got some spaces that it's going to be a little heavy on the old solder. But, you know, with the stuff that's not transparent, what I did is I just made little templates, you know, and then I used that and just laid it out on top of the glass. Do not be intimidated. This stuff cuts so easy. I'm telling you, the first piece I was a little scared. You know, I didn't cut all the way through. I mean, I like to start at the top and then bring it to me because then I can kind of whoop that way and then bring it back. Because you can find, oh, sorry. I might edit that part out. When I cut, I found it easier to start at the top and then bring it to me instead of trying to get up onto that. And then I can follow through at the end at that top part if I need to. I just bought the cheap starter kit, you know, these for nipping off little bitty pieces, this for getting big pieces. I think you're supposed to put oil in this, but I didn't. Oh well, worked just fine. Next step is I've got, excuse me, I've got some sandpaper down here already. So I wasn't going to buy their little sanding thing. I'm not going to invest on one of those spinner jobbity table deals yet. I'm just going to go around with some sandpaper, clean those edges up, and then we'll put the copper foil tape around it, and then we'll start soldering. Woo! Woo! Look at me. Look at us go. Thank y'all for following along with me on this here day. Be back in a second. I figured I'd put you on a tripod. It's super easy. I've just got 180 here. I mean, I'm sure there's better ways to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. I'm not using any water or anything. I'm just kind of, and what you're doing, oh, see? It's a good example. See how I got like a little piece right there on the end? We'll just use these little nips here. Cross our fingers. Ah! It worked. And then we're just kind of flattening our edges. Make sure that you don't split, because you will touch your finger. Remember, you are dealing with glass. Maybe they wanted water for dust, but hey, I ain't trying to breathe this stuff in. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how's everybody doing today? Y'all having a good day? I'm doing good. Doing a lot better. I was kind of in a slump, to be honest with y'all, for the last month. I like my hot weather. I like my sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Wintertime's just kind of, yeah. I love the snow, you know, for the kids playing in it. But I'd much rather have my bright sunny days. I got a nice 90-degree angle on this one. This green here on the center. That's the shape I started with. And then I just kind of worked my way out. I mean, again, you know, I hope maybe Jimmy DiResta watches my videos, but he has been such an inspiration to me as a maker. Challenge yourself, think outside the box. use materials you might not necessarily use or think to use together. This has got that textured on one side, but I'm not going to use that. I think this blue's a little bit thicker than the rest of it, but I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? So you see how fast this goes. It does gum up your sandy paper here. People like me, people like you, it's a damn shame. Oh, that's that Oliver Anthony. I love this new update on the old iPhone because I can play music and record a video at the same time. Isn't that neato? Torpedo? What do y'all want to keep watching this? We're going to try to make a long video. I haven't really done a long format video in quite some time. Again, wintertime, you know, I'm not the most creative because I'm stuck inside. You know, the wife's like, how come, you know, you don't go get propane? Propane costs a lot to keep this shop up there, girl. I mean, it don't. It does. It adds up. I need to make a wood-burning stove. But then, I got to be out in the shop long enough to make sure that makes sense and watch it. You know, I could have done it. I just didn't. So, if anybody's got any really cool wood stove ideas, wood-burning stove ideas, or heaters, they're a big shop. Some people use 55-gallon drums. Am I going to keep going till these last few pieces? Probably not. Why don't we come back, and I'm going to have the copper foil. I'm not a big fan of this guy right here. It's making everything wonky. Maybe we'll just put a lot of solder in there. In a new world with no soul. Ooh, more fingers get under there. Ooh, wow. All right, let's who's watching right now? Say aye. Who's watching? All right, we'll be back. All right, we got it taped off. I got some gaps here. Who knows what's going to happen there? First try. First one we're ever doing. So we're going to school. We're learning a lot. Take our time when we're making our cuts. And maybe cut a little bit straighter. Basic design. Tried to stick with some geometric shapes. I don't have the tin border. I'm going to order that on Amazon here. So, yeah, wish me luck. I've got the soldering iron. I bought the cheap one they have. And the solder that's not intended. Golly, bum. Talking about where I put my money is in this stuff. I've got it laid out on a thing of sheetrock here. That's what Jimmy did in his little class that he did. Yeah, so, all right. Wish me luck. I'm going to play around with this, and who knows when we'll come back, but, you know, just, we're learning. Just remember when you do something for the first time, you're learning. Woo! Why did I use these colors? Because these were the cheapest paints there, and I don't have someone here locally in town to get some cheap paints from, so, beep, boop, 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 bop. There you go. All right. Excuse me, I haven't spoken quite some time. Everybody's about to be home, so I need to try to make it relatively quick here speaking and try to get this going. I got this plugged up, heated up, ready to go. Got the solder ready to go. I used the this stuff, this Gel Flex. Was it $10? I got about $100. I'll be honest with y'all about all this stuff right here. But I've got the bulk of what I need. Soldering, this, that. The next thing is just collecting on glass. And you see, we didn't use very much glass at all. Look at that, I got like 4 sheets left. I cut myself once. So I got everything kind of jigged up. I've got some big gaps. I know I do, but it's the first time we're doing it. I guess if that bubbles off, we're ready to go. Should I have... I don't even know. That was probably something I needed to take off. All right, I think we're ready to go. Oh, that's all that dirty stuff. I probably should get, I think there's a little sponge that's supposed to go in that. Words. All right, so I'm gonna play around with this and a little bit of that. What I'm showing you is that you don't have to go out and buy all the expensive jigs and stuff that you see people using when you watch the Vitches. You can just kind of make your own. All right, wish me luck. I'll be back. Excuse the dogs in the background. Baby doll's playing ball with them. Everybody just got home. I did the other side, and I figured I'd bring y'all along for this side because my wife, my daughter, my son all came in. Even mailman stopped by, and they all poked their head in and thought it was pretty cool. So let's bring you and go along with me. All right. If y'all are at a craft fair and you see somebody that's got stained glass, you appreciate that price. I mean, this stuff is takes a while to do, and it is kind of expensive, especially the solder. So. I could probably get solder cheap somewhere, like a wholesale, I bet. I mean, I could slow down. I see that. Well, actually, no. Just kind of go back over that again. A little heavy. I need one of those sponges. That's hot. Don't worry, I got a fan right there exhausting all these hair fumes. I need to get that border ordered. Realize I haven't been talking to y'all. Maybe y'all are still watching. It's not taking that long. What, we 6 minutes in? I guess this is going to be a longer one. You know, and when you're done, just kind of see if there's any real big high spots, or see if you can see any copper still showing. Yeah. Maybe we can add or drag some of this. Yeah, that's what I do right now, And then something like this right here. Maybe that's how they make it look pretty when they're done. They just kind of... I'm glad I pressed record on this for y'all. And documentation, I think it's neat. I think we're done. I mean, at least for this purposes, because I'm waiting on that tin banding. I'm not driving around and finding one. You ready? Look at that. Thanks, Jimmy. Crazy inspiration. I can't thank you and anybody else that's watching this. You know, when you see somebody do something that you think's cool, you know what's really neat that we get to go do? Go do it. Why not? And if it's, you know, if it's something that brings you joy and happiness, do it over and over and over again. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of this. So thanks again, Jimmy. And anybody else that's watching, all this stuff can be gotten super cheap. Amazon, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I don't know. If you're rural enough, I think some Walmarts might even have it. So I'm going to close the video on this one. I'm going to get this one out before the next one that I've been working on. So anyway, if y'all are still here, thanks again. Picture this with a banding and something to hang in the window. Thanks, Jimmy. All right, bye.